SirSchooler's here. He's promoting his mixtape Heart, Mind, and Soul. You can get it on SirSchooler.com. You can also get it at mymixtapes.com. We're going to come back and get to know him better. It's Local Spin Radio on KVRadioBroadcasting.com.
We doing it for Michigan, the Wolverines and the Spartans.
Do you have a particular college allegiance?
No.
No, you're not like a state or Michigan guy?
No.
No, you're just cheering for state
I have family that's on both sides, and I never choose to pick one side. Like I said, man, I'm promoting Michigan. I'm not trying to be divided.
That was a good song. I like it.
I appreciate it, man.
And I like that you actually took the effort to go to every single spot.
Hell yeah.
How many fucking miles did you put on your car for that?
I really don't know, man. Shit, Fresh, what we do, man? We left out. We went straight to Auburn Hills, and then we went to Lansing, and then we drove down to down to Ann Arbor, and then up to Detroit, and then back. And then fuck around, it was so dark for two of the scenes. We had to drive back the next day and go back to Detroit.
Oh, you did it all in one day? Or
yeah,
tried to?
Yeah, we did. We shot it all in one day, and then he was doing the video and realized that shit wasn't looking too good, so we had to go back the next day to get better lighting. So I had to go back out, and the shit
Did you just do it outside of the stadiums then, pretty much? Okay.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because none of them were really open, and then they don't allow you to film in their shit. So we were trying to stay away from the people and do as much as we could. Because, I mean, when we were at the Palace, they pulled up on us, and it was like, whatever video you got, delete it. We're not allowing this.
Yeah, what you got to do is you have to basically, you have to go across the street and shoot it.
From far away.
Yeah, well, you have to shoot
not
it
on their property.
Yeah, so you would have to go to that Shell gas station, and even then there's all those trees
fucked
in the
up.
way.
There's people in there.
Yeah, it's way too much.
And the parking lot's huge as fuck, so it worked so perfect. Because you got just enough distance, and then you got just a stadium behind you, so it worked out perfect.
Right, so you could get it in a couple seconds and then just get in.
And everything that we got, we used.
Nice.
Did you guys go to the Silverdome too?
No,
there ain't shit there. We just discussed that.
No, that shit looks horrible.
Yeah, it does.
I do not want to be a part of that.
No.
Heart, Mind, and Soul.
Yes.
This is your fourth project.
Yes, it is.
Fourth project, man.
Fourth
Tell me
project,
about it.
finally, man. 17 long months later, I finally dropped the fourth project. It's been a while. It's been a lot going on. So I finally kept my ass in the studio and really pushed it out. And the main thing behind it is exactly the name of it, man. It's my heart, mind, and soul. I'm just really trying to give them a lot more real shit.
Well, why did it take 17 months?
It really didn't take 17 months to work on the tape. You drop a tape, you promote it for a while. I was on a run, man. Like, I dropped the tape with DJ Smalls. I dropped Recognition. And then after that, we dropped The Refreshments. And my name was picking up so much buzz. I was in city after city. I'm doing shows. I'm doing a lot. So I was just running off that for a while. And then that finally died down. I'm like, oh, shit, well, let me start working on something. And so then I finally got back in the studio and got to working on it. So it really only took me like 6 months to work on the tape. But for the meanwhile, I was just on such a run with the last tape, it was no need to put out new material. People were just infatuated with the old mixtape, so I just ran with it with them.
So you've done some performances, man. You opened up for DJ Smalls, Hurricane Chris, Bizarre from D12.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some story. Okay, I have a good one. Who was more fucked up the night that you performed with Bizarre, you or Bizarre?
Bizarre.
Bizarre.
Nobody gets more fucked up than Bizarre. Nobody.
Over under an hour you've seen Bizarre sober.
No. Like, man, this guy's done hit me up, come to the studio. Like, he's a great man, you know what I mean? He just loved making music, and in the midst of it, you know what I'm saying, we have fun.
Yeah, shout out to Bizarre, man.
Hell yeah, shout out to Bizarre, man.
I'm gonna tell you about Bizarre because a lot of people hate on Bizarre, and you got to realize that you have to be in a mood for Bizarre to listen to Bizarre. Like, you can't get in a car mad and try to listen to Bizarre. You can't be an Ambrosia hip hop fan and listen to Bizarre because you're not gonna get what you want.
Nah.
Bizarre is for when you with your silly ass friend in the car getting fucked up, driving around doing stupid
when
shit.
When you dabbing out, when you not giving a fuck about nobody, nothing. That's Bizarre, hell yeah.
And hip hop is not always meant to be super lyrical or to be to be super party. You have to have your Biz Markie. He's the modern day Biz Markie.
Yeah, you're not lying about that one.
And he owns it.
Yeah.
But people hate on him because they expect something else from him because of who he sat with.
Man, you can't expect that. And the thing about it, I mean, look at every video. I mean, he was the dude with the shower cap on running around. He was the fat dude in the dress on the My Salsa video. I mean, you can't expect some lyrical or prestige out of him. He want to turn up. He want to make you laugh.
I
And-
have seen him though get that way.
Yeah. Try to.
It's not as if he doesn't have it in him,
Yeah.
but that's not his thing.
No, and that's not what he wants to promote. You know what I mean? That's like who else? Like Plies. You know what I mean?
Right.
He could be better if he want to be, but he want to stay in that mentality. And look, I mean, last night he had a show and got body slammed off stage.
Yeah.
So I mean, the shit happens, man. You gotta run with what you want to promote, and you gotta hold accountability for that.
What was the most fun? I saw that creepy ass.
He's gonna poop.
Creepy ass.
Easter Bunny?
Creepy ass. Do you have any kids?
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 and almost a year old.
Creepy ass Easter bunnies around this time of year sitting on the side of the road.
A wicker chair, dude.
Right. They're sitting in there listening
Next
to the
a fucking
iPod.
Evergreen pine tree.
The hell?
You know how shit is, man.
and then you
This is
get-
2015.
I know, right?
This
Everyone
is
needs a hustle, bro.
yes. They try to hustle, man.
What's going on with Trick tonight?
Man.
Throw your boy out there.
Yeah, Trick, man. Shout out to Jordan, man. He got a nice opening spot, opening up for Trick tonight at Military. They bring in Trick and the rest of his squad out there. So him and what is it, GSM? They all going out there. So the city really put it together. It was Lee and Ghani. They linked up in the city and really got Trick to come out. He bring a Sino and a couple more people. So it's going down tonight, man.
Most fun you ever had on stage?
Most fun I've ever had on stage. Opening up for Hurricane, man. I booked that show myself. Man, we put a lot into it. I had DJ Smalls the DJ, and DJ Smalls knows how to turn up the crowd. It was almost 300 people in there, and it was at the Angry Bull, so it was only like a 250 capacity venue, so everyone's packed in there. And man, I tell you, like, when I came on stage, it was after everybody already had performed, all the other openers and shit. And by this time, man, they was ready for me because it's my home city. They knew I brought Hurricane out. They was just ready and shit, just to see their reaction. Everyone knew every song. It was just the biggest moment I definitely could say.
Is there a moment during that show when you sat back and you took it in, like, because I see you kind of reminiscing about it right now.
Yeah.
Is there a moment that you sat there and you remember just this a solid moment where you're like,
The next
wow.
morning, I went to pick up Hurricane to go to the studio. I went over there, and while I'm parked outside, he wasn't trying to work with what I was offering. And his boy was like, hold on, I'm going to go in there and go talk to him. So he went in there. And in the midst of him going in there, I'm sitting back and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, even if I don't even spend this money right now, all this shit I just did last night, and I just sat there and thought about it, man. We had professional photographers in there. We had so many different camera crews. DJ Vlad ended up taking the video and posting it. Like, that shit really blew up. So I sat back and was like, if this shit don't work out, I had one hell of a night. So I didn't even care. And sure enough, he comes out. He's like, let's go to the studio. So we drove out there and did the shit, man.
What would be the biggest compliment you ever gotten in hip hop?
Biggest compliment that I've called somebody from being they were in a situation of being jobless and upset with their life, and they were going through a lot, and they said after listening to my music they just felt more influenced to get up and do something, and now they have a job, and now they're thinking about going back to school and keep going because a lot of positive things were occurring to them. And they told me it was pretty much because of listening to my music. So it just shocked me to know that my music's really moving people.
Okay.
Things like other things, when I see random people post a video of them, reciting my music or something, it shocks me. Like, holy shit, people are really listening. I had a fan tell me before my mixtape dropped, it was supposed to drop at 8 a.m. the other day, and it's not posted. And I got a fan from Africa that posted, like, man, you better let them know your biggest fan in Africa is waiting on this. I'm like, holy shit, like, dude, I didn't even know this shit. Hold on, let me take a step back. Hold on, let me just wait. And then I hit him up like, all right, man, y'all got to put this on there.
His mixtape got 4,000 plays within 24 hours.
Yeah,
Nice.
we're now at 5,800 plays, man.
In
It's on my
48 hours.
mixtapes. Yup, go to the recents button, man. We on there. It's rocking right now.
My
man.
Mixtapes app.
Yup.
Is there anywhere else that they can get it?
MyMixtapes.com, where they can order these hard copies online at SirSchooler.com, man.
I got a hard copy. I'm gonna bump it tonight.
Hell yeah, man. I've been out here pushing them, man. That's the main thing.
And this is your girl back here, so I'm gonna try not to get you in trouble, right?
Yeah.
okay.
I mean,
The
You can say whatever, dog. You can say whatever. She rock with whatever, man. She rock with me.
I'm gonna try.
She
I'm gonna
rocking
try
me.
to. I'm trying not to get you in trouble.
Well-
I'm gonna try not to get you in trouble. First time you ever saw a girl do a twerk dance to your song, you thought what?
Holy shit. That's exactly what I thought, my friend.
But it has to be a great accomplishment, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like
because
that's an accomplishment within itself.
Well, the thing about it is, man, it's really not hard as long as you got the right beat. Bitches don't even care about the lyrics. You know what I mean? You be talking, say whatever, but as long as the beat is right, they'll run with it. So I was just shocked to see that it was mine, and I was just like, damn, my beat? Oh, she got rhythm, all right. Then, you know what I mean? Then I had to just go about my business. You know.
What happened with YouTube and Roll Another One?
Long story short, man. Shout out to my haters, man. Roll Another One. That was one of my biggest singles, biggest video, damn near 100,000 views. And they kept reporting it. And finally, YouTube took a look at it. And they hit me up and was like, man, we cannot allow this. All of this marijuana, all this drug use is what they said. All this drug use cannot be promoted through our network. So
all the videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
But it takes, like I said, it takes someone to keep reporting it. And for it to keep, imagine the same file keep coming across your desk. You're finally going to take a look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when they looked into it, they're like, okay, well, obviously people are reporting this for a reason. So let me go ahead and take this off of here.
Call a name out. Who did it?
I ain't going to do all that, man.
Call a name out. Who did it?
No, man, I give people shine when I do shit like that. You can't do that. You can't do
You
that.
don't want to give them shine?
Hell no.
Well,
There's
then
other people that
give them
hate.
your message. Give them your message.
No, they can't even hear it. They locked up. So that's all I got to worry about. Shit. I ain't worried about nothing, man. I ain't worried about nothing.
You've been doing this 5 years.
Yeah,
was-
strong. Like, I mean, seriously, yes, 5 years.
What was the low point?
Low point. Low point is when no money was coming in off the music, or was jobless. Shit, was behind on all my bills, behind on car note. I mean, shit, life was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't around my kids. I was going through a lot. But shit, I wasn't even in school. But shit, you already see where I'm at now. I got 2 jobs, going to 3 classes, around my kids every day. Finally, a new project just dropped. I mean, life is grand.
Well, what's your major?
My major is sociology.
Sociology.
Yep.
So at the end, you want to do what?
I want to be a pediatrician when it's all said and done.
Really, Dr. Schooler.
Yep. You see.
Dr. Schooler.
You see. So I'm not even, you know what I mean? I run with the music because this is my passion. This is what I love. This is my drive. But school is something that should be instilled into you from the day you start to the end of your life. It shouldn't be something you ever quit doing. The reason being is the less you're in school, the less you know. You know what I mean? Someone comes to you and they say something intelligent. If you don't understand it, you might neglect it, or you might hate on it, or you might, you know what I'm saying, dislike them or something. But in all actuality, when you sit back and think about it, it's only because you don't understand it. And that's why I have learned to accept other people's views and accept a lot of different things, because I learn more and more every day. And I'm like, if I don't understand it, just accept it for what it is. You don't have to believe in it, but accept it for what it is and move on. You might learn from it.
You had a lot of fun at your listening party.
Fuck, yes, I did.
How much of it do you remember?
I remember all of it, actually. I only had 2 glasses of rosé. I didn't even drink. I just smoked hella weed.
You brought, because I followed it that day. You basically chronicled the whole day on social media.
Yes, I did.
From going to get the liquor to telling people.
No, not even from getting the liquor. From buying the glasses. I had to buy each individual wine glass and everything. Like, I had to buy every single thing. From checking in the hotel, from everything.
But he had to put a claimer out there. He said, "Listen, don't be telling the people up front you here for the party, because they don't know we doing this."
Hey, man, I had to let them know because I have done this before. I have had parties at this same location, and they're not supposed to know about it. So just come in and, you know what I'm saying, hit me up when you're outside. I give you the room number. Just come in, come straight up to the room. Don't even worry about it.
Right.
And so that's what was going down. But we had them at the room. They came to the room about 4 times.
But you had the family.
Yeah, police came.
Did they? Well,
There was
what
a
happened
fight.
there?
There was a fight.
What happened there?
My sister got in a fight.
I just get into a fight.
Oh, man, fooling around. I don't know. She was downstairs. I was upstairs. Next thing you know, she come upstairs. I'm like, let's go. We got to go. I'm like, what's going on? Police coming. So, it's time to go.
That's all you had to hear, though.
Exactly. So I threw my cigarette off the balcony. I'm trying to grab all my belongings. Like, I thought I had to check out. Like, the way she made it seem is like, I got to get out now. Like, get out of the hotel. So, once I went downstairs, the police didn't want nothing to do with me. They didn't even speak to me. So, I went out, got in the car, went to the club. I don't worry about nothing, man. They know me. They come across. If I come across they dead shit, they know I'm good. I ain't got no more points on my record. I don't be in trouble. I'm not even in this city.
Heart, mind, and soul.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick it up at SirSchooler.com, and you can pick it up at MyMixtapes.com.
Yes, sir.
You can also get these nice Truth Over Lies shirt that I hope he brought me one because I want to cop off of him before he leave out of here
I
today.
got you,
See,
man.
you
You
got
know I
me
keep
one.
them in the trunk, man.
Okay,
You
so
know when people be like, I'm about to go to the trunk, people normally get scared.
Right.
When I say I'm going to the trunk, people get happy because I'm always pulling something out for them.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Definitely.
I appreciate the CD, but I need one of those. I
got
one of
you,
those.
dog.
I'm gonna get one of those.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete, Michael Jordan.
Who's your guy? That Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. You my favorite athlete of all time. Wouldn't even be Jordan. It was Rasheed Wallace, but everyone liked Jordan, man.
I can guarantee it.
Guaranteed it.
Guaranteed it.
So
Hell
what?
yeah.
So what'd you play growing up? What'd you play growing up?
Basketball.
Basketball. That's it.
I mean, shit. Playing in the streets.
Well, of course.
But shit.
But
other
did you
than
play
that,
PAL? You play PAL football? No. Are you a football fan?
Somewhat, yeah. I mean,
Basketball is your thing.
yeah.
Basketball is your
Basketball
thing.
my thing. I mean, I watch football. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Patriots my overall favorite team. But you know what I'm saying? Lions is home base. So, you know, I got to run with them on whatever. Bet on them, whatever. I lose money with them. I win money with them. It work out.
I told my son
Mm-hmm.
that you could like any team you want to, but you can only be a fan of Detroit teams. Am I wrong?
No, that's not wrong.
Am I wrong?
You could like whatever team you want. But shit, in this house, yeah, you got to be a fan of. Yeah, I understand that.
I feel like I
Amen.
respect other teams.
Everyone's got those secret teams they like.
Right, like I have teams that I like. I was able after LeBron left to come out as a Miami Heat fan. After he left, I was able to come out.
Be like, man, I been love them, but
it
I
was
just didn't want to
safe.
say that.
It was
Yeah.
safe,
See,
and I have that Miami hate for LeBron that they have.
see, what was so weird is like, I was always a Boston Celtics fan. So you know what I'm saying, when they were good, yeah, because I always like Paul Pierce. But when they were good, you know what I'm saying, I was really running with them. Then when everybody left, I'm like, so fuck, who do I run with now? Because I've liked LeBron as a player, but then Ray Allen went over there, and I'm like, I don't want to be a bandwagon and go to Miami as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what do I do? So I just kind of stayed neutral, and I just really haven't been a fan of anybody since. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit back, just watch y'all.
Well, now this is what we've been talking about on our show. That this is probably the first time in any of our lifetime where you could look at the NBA and you have no idea who's going to win.
Yeah.
Like you have, like your guess is as good as mine.
Mm-hmm.
You have about 10 teams that you could be like, I could see them winning.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, except for, you know, I guess maybe 9 since OKC is definitely out now.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Washington, what do you do with Kevin Durant? 7-footer foot problems.
Man, the dude could hit threes. Dude could come into the paint. I mean, what are you
seven-
going to do?
He's a 7-footer with foot problems. He has that Liz Frank that Yao Ming had,
Yeah.
that Bill Walton
Yeah.
had. He's almost the same size as them.
Yeah.
You have a jump shooter. He's all about his feet. I mean, you'd rather let him have a leg injury than a foot problem.
Yeah.
And he's a dunker, too, so that doesn't help either.
We
exactly.
went
when you come down, it's over. Yeah.
We went from screwing the foot, this ain't nothing big, it's just a little rub, to he's out for the season.
Yeah.
You have to make a decision on this man next year. And it's a $80, $90 million decision. Are
Yeah.
you going to pay this guy, or are you going to try to...
Because you don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
I trade him. I
Yeah.
trade him. I
Trade
got,
him.
I say
And if
Washington,
he
what do you
heals and he
want?
comes back and busts y'all ass every game, you're going to be mad.
You know what? But it's
You
a
would be
risk.
mad.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Who else you going to get to fill that spot?
You can listen. You don't know what you can get, but you don't know what.
You
But
saying wait and see?
what I'm saying is that the trend says foot injuries and 7-footers don't mix.
Yeah.
And if
I wouldn't doubt it.
if he's had, when have you ever heard someone say, "Oh, I had a screw in my foot and I feel better as I get older"?
Yeah. Nah.
Especially
it only gets worse.
Especially
Yeah.
like someone's gonna pay
Someone
him.
who's very agile as well. So,
And-
yeah.
I mean, you're looking at Russell Westbrook too. You're looking at him, and you're like 3 knee surgeries in 2 years. I mean, I see you're doing well now, but
Yeah. You never know as time goes on
I would rather
how much worse.
I would rather rock with Westbrook than Durant right now.
That's the same with Derrick Rose, too.
Well, did you guys? Well, there was the rumors that came out this week.
Chicago's done for. Man.
Yeah,
They're
Well, that's-
done for.
That's the thing.
I
Thibodeau
can't
runs.
wait to go down here and go see Miami bust their ass, man.
Tip-
I'm about to be down there on the 9th watching that shit.
Was Chicago and Miami?
Yeah, I'll be in Florida. I'll leave on the 8th. So I'll be down there watching that shit.
What's your favorite city to go to?
Favorite city to go to?
Because I have to imagine
First
Miami is
time,
one of them.
first time I just went there, best time, Vegas. You gotta go to Vegas. Man.
I went to Vegas, but I went to Vegas in the day.
No.
That's not
what
when you're
the
supposed to do.
fuck?
Well, I was just
Man,
passing through. I was
see,
passing through.
No,
passing
like,
through.
go hang out in Vegas at like midnight, 1 in the morning. Yes.
Huntington Beach.
That's the Vegas you want. Fremont Street. Fremont Street. You can go zip lining. You know the prostitutes be down there passing out their cars and shit.
Yeah.
Man, I found some
Yeah.
weed out there. So I
Yeah.
smoked some good weed walking down the street. Security was like, put that out. Put it out, lit it back up. I mean, it's so great. Like, I never been in a city that's just like that comforting. You know what I mean? It's just so bright. It's just shit. It was just enjoyable and then be there at midnight. You know what I mean? I just put my luggage in the car and we was just walking around hanging out. It was great, man.
We're gonna play a throwback for you as we get you out of here, man. We thank you for coming in. Heart, body, and
No
soul.
problem, man.
Heart, mind, and soul. my mixtapes.
Yep.
SirSchooler.com.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about No Rules, because I know it's the older one.
No rules. No rules. It really isn't an old one. This is actually a newer one. No Rules. That's produced by CVD and Vision Beats. It's really just pretty much me taking a look at everything, man. And people act like they don't want to live by rules anymore. Like there's not a code to nothing anymore. I mean, when I was coming up, it felt like there was a code of ethics. There was a lot more that you live by. And now, I mean, it just feels like people don't want the truth. People want to live behind all these lies and these social networks and all this other shit. And you got to be you and worry about you and take care of you and yours first. All that other Instagram and all this other fake shit, man, that shit for the birds.
Next show.
Next show, I don't think do I got one booked? No, I don't got no show booked right now. I don't think I got one. I don't know. I gotta check. I check my schedule monthly. Like, I know this month I don't have any shows. I don't know what May's looking like. I just check it like as it's coming up. But I know as of right now, this is the only thing I've had planned for this month. I'm trying to work on this other mixtape, man. Once I hit 10,000 plays on my mixtape app, I'm dropping the next mixtape.
Now you're in a group too, right?
No, I'm not in a group.
No.
Never been in a group.
No. How come?
Nope. I know you've seen a group name float around. I'm not gonna use it because it's no longer in service. But my bro is no longer a part of that, so he just by himself. So we gonna leave that as is.
All right.
Shout out to Jordan, man. He gonna turn up tonight. So you already know that's where we at. We watching Trick, and the whole rest of his squad come out there and shut it down. So that's where we at.
Schooler, man, we thank you. We thank you for coming through. I'm about to walk outside right now and get that shirt from you right now.
Yeah, we can step out there.
We're going to come back.
I'm going to go fire one.
State down 11 right now. We're going to come back and we're going to...
What happened to the rules? What happened to the rules? What happened to the game? What happened to the game? I don't know what I should do. I don't know what I should do. This word is twisted like a spring. This word is twisted like a spring. Now it's all about you, Jew.
I guess, sports people stick to sports shit. Music people normally stick to just music shit.
Right.
That's what you might expect. I can understand that.
So, so what is your favorite, like, besides basketball? Like, what is the thing that gets SirSchooler hype? Like, what does he like to do?
What gets me hype? Living life, going out, finding new things, being diverse. I mean, like I just said, I just flew out to Arizona to go visit some of my family.
I saw that. I was going to ask you about that trip.
Yeah, I went out there.
The Grand Canyon?
Huh?
You see the Grand Canyon?
No, they actually live out in Kingman, Arizona. So I didn't get to go there, but I did make it down to Phoenix for a night. We landed in Vegas, drove over there to their house and stayed out there. So, I just seen a different life. And then now I'm about to go to Florida. You know what I mean? Like, I just like going and doing shit. I can't sit in one place. Like I just told you, I was explaining to you when I got in here. I woke up, this morning, drove 2 hours to one place, picked up mixtapes, drove 2 hours back, then drove an hour and a half out here, and I'm about to drive an hour and a half back. No, it's nothing. Like,
Man, you could have just called in, dog. You didn't have to drive all the way down here.
Call in. Come on,
He
man.
was
That's
like,
not what I do.
He called me. Well, he called me at like 5 o'clock, and he was like, "Yo,
What's
man,
the
I'll be down there
address?
in an hour." I'm like, "Damn, where is he coming from?" I thought he was a Gratiot boy.
Flat out, man. That's all I need is the address, man. I get it in. It don't matter where I'm at, what I got to do.
Well, listen, we talked about it outside, man, but I gotta get you in here with Bizarre from D12.
Yeah, I'll holler at
Get
him,
both
man.
of you.
I'll send
Get
him a
both of you
text
guys
right now.
in here.
I'll send him a text.
Get both of you guys in here.
Yeah, man, he a good man.
No, he's a good guy, and he's one. I told you I have this list of Detroit artists that I want to get to. I've crossed a couple of them off. I've gotten on the show. Bizarre's one of them that I want to get on the show because I got some interesting things that I want to talk to him about. I want to get some tour stories out of him.
Some tour stories?
Some tour stories out of him.
I'm sure you could definitely get those out of that, man. He got them.
So a couple more things before we get out of here, man. Paul George is coming back.
Oh, shit.
He's going PG-13 because he changed his number to 13 so he can be called PG-13. Yeah, really. Yeah.
Not surprised.
Yep, he changed his number to
Hey,
20.
Ocho Cinco did the same damn thing, but he
Yeah.
actually changed his government. So, I mean, you do what you got to do for the promotion. Keep your name big.
Oh, NCAA news to catch up on. Travis Trice injured, walking back to the locker room as we speak. 60-41 Duke on top of Michigan State. 10-15 left to go in the game.
Well, damn.
So you were talking about your boy Trice. Best college town. What would be the best college?
Fuck, man.
Settle it for me. Best college town to go party at. Ann Arbor?
MSU.
Is it better?
MSU.
East Lansing?
Man, have you been to MSU? Okay, then.
I'm asking for.
If you've never been to MSU,
I have been, but I'm asking your opinion. Some people may think.
Have you been to an MSU party?
I have been. I've also been to Ann Arbor parties. Well, I went to Eastern parties, which
You gone
is
to
a whole
Central
nother
parties
world.
too, though.
Central Party.
Western, baby.
Central
That's
parts.
for college.
See, I have buddies that are out at Western, but they like going to Central.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They party there. Don't get me wrong, but they like going to Central, and so you know what I mean. I just can't. I can't go out to Central too often, man.
No.
It's a drive, but it's too much.
Yeah.
Like they do a little too much. You want to stay out there.
Because I went to school there.
Okay.
And
See,
so,
How much partying did you do out there?
you know what?
a lot.
You know how long I went to school there for?
2 months.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
All
How long
right
did
then.
you go?
7 years?
You went to 7 years and only got a 2-year degree?
I didn't get a degree even.
See, so what do you think this guy was doing?
Exactly.
You take 1 or 2 classes a semester.
Van Wilder fucking in person.
I know,
See?
right?
the hell
Thank
is
you.
going
That's
on?
what my family used to call me.
See, look, see, modern day Van
Wait
Wilder
a
getting
minute.
it in.
We're learning something about Chrissy.
Well,
Wait,
the thing is,
what?
I also threw the parties like Van Wilder did, too.
See, look.
Well, there was a
All
funny
going
because
down.
on Chris's Facebook earlier this week there was some anniversary of some parties. So what was about that party?
Damn.
Oh, April Fool's Day? Our freshman year, me and my buddies who lived right above the resident hall director, we decided to throw a big party of all the good kids in the hall, and we all got a keg into their room. And sure, it was a root beer keg, but all the RAs were in on it. The RHD had no clue, and all the RAs were partying up there with us. And she gets a call. It's like 5 p.m., and she comes up there and yells at all of us.
Everyone's like,
kick
got a
everyone
keg.
out pretty much. And she's holding a drink, and she doesn't smell it and doesn't realize that it's root beer. And then 2 of the RAs pop out of the room, yell April Fools, and she gets so embarrassed, starts crying, then she does a keg stand.
Nice.
And we get pictures of that. We never
Root beer
posted any of
keg
that
stand.
stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Remember when you could party and shit don't get posted?
Yeah.
Like when
'Cause that was
you could
back-
get
That was before MySpace.
That was back when Facebook first started, pretty much in 05.
Yeah.
Remember when you could party and get a dick drawn on your head and no one ever knew about it except for the people around you?
Yeah.
Unless they had a disposable camera.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't party in today's light, man. Because
No.
I love it.
Well, I love it.
You can't party too hard. You gotta
Yeah.
know your limit.
But see here,
That's it.
here's the
You got to
thing.
watch yourself.
Back in the day, you knew your limit, but you always went beyond it. Nowadays, you
because
just gotta
you don't
stop.
get caught or anything. You don't get pictures taken of everyone has a camera.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
I was invited out to do the what Exposed Detroit guys was doing. They was doing hash bash and all this other stuff, and I realized I'm 30 years old now. I'm the old guy at the party.
Yeah.
I can't be that guy anymore. I can't
Yeah.
be the old guy at the party, and I can't be the old guy that's working
Yeah.
at the party.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to sit that one out. Pistons on top of the Miami Heat right now.
Oh, yeah.
20-14.
Let's get it.
At the top. Now, what do you think about Stan, man? What do you think about this Pistons team?
It's not too bad. It's something different.
Like, do you have hope?
Got some hope.
Are you harvesting hope, man?
I'm not gonna say.
There's always some hope.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't feel as hopeless as it did the last couple years.
Thank you. That's what I mean. I got faith.
They may go. They lost their last 2,
Okay.
right? But they did beat a good Atlanta squad.
So they did lose last night.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, I was watching it and I stopped at like third quarter.
Oh
Not
yeah, they
even-
gave it up at the end.
Yeah,
they gave it up. At
TV's at the bar cut off, so I didn't even see the rest of it.
Yeah,
They
gave
lost
it,
by 6
Yeah,
only,
they
so
gave
it
it
was
up at
close.
the end.
Damn.
But they beat the Bulls.
I just
Not
thought they
too
was
long
gonna beat
ago.
them though last night. I mean, it was looking pretty good, but I guess not.
But I mean, look, they looked terrible against Charlotte. They looked terrible, and that was actually their worst defeat of the season. Amongst all things, that was their worst loss of the season. But ever since, like I've been telling people that Stan Van has been rebuilding this team as the season goes along.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost like trying to build a group, trying to build a hip hop group while on tour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
you're doing too much.
really difficult.
You're doing too much.
to do, man.
Yeah,
And he hasn't had an off season. We didn't have a first round pick.
no.
So we're from an organizational standpoint, we were already
We keep giving it
behind.
up.
Well,
We
that
keep
was
giving it-
Joe.
I mean, if we were ever to get it, we gave it up. We always swap out picks to try and get somebody before the trade deadline. It's what we're always doing.
That's what
Right.
Joe was doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Now that Joe's not
yeah,
running the team, I think Stan will do a lot better.
yeah. Now, I mean, Stan's bringing it around a little bit more.
We got to see what happens.
Like you
with
said,
this
now there's
offseason.
more hope. You know what I mean? As before, I wasn't feeling too good.
This offseason is going to be interesting. What's going to happen with Greg Monroe? Are we going to try to make those moves to start signing Andre Drummond to a long-term deal? What are we going to do with that first pick? Where's that pick going to be? It might not be top 5, but it could be top 10. You know, what guy are we going to get? Are we potentially looking at the next Piston in this Final Four?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's so many questions that's going to be answered. You know, who are we going to bring back? Who are we not going to bring back? Who's going to come in free agency with all this money? The salary cap is supposed to balloon this year, and then gets even bigger in 2016 when the $24 billion contract kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff to be looking at. There's a lot of hope in a very weak East. So things look bigger. If you had to buy all your stock, put all your money right now, all your savings, all your rap money right now in a team, Detroit, the Pistons, or the Lions, who are you putting all your money in?
The Lions. I don't have that much faith in the Pistons.
To win a championship.
I'd agree with the Lions too.
No.
You're putting all your money into the Lions before the Pistons.
If the Pistons go up against, I don't care if it's the Heat every single year, they're not going to win the championship. If they were in the championship every year with the Heat, they would not defeat them. That's just one team.
Well, I
There's
think they
probably
could
good 3 or
first
4.
off, I think they could beat the Heat this year. I think they could beat the Heat in the 7-game series this year. Yeah, the Heat aren't
I don't
good.
got that much
The Heat aren't
faith.
very good without Chris Bosh.
I'm saying
Without Chris Bosh,
Pistons aren't that good. You giving the Pistons a little more credit than I would. That's all I'm saying.
I think that the addition of Reggie Jackson, I think that we have 2 bigs, which is something that not many other teams have. 2 bigs that could rebound very
keep
well.
him.
Yeah, well, if we don't have him, if we lose Monroe, we could be looking at one of those Kentucky
Yeah,
kids.
that's true.
Yeah.
Or what about
If we
that?
got one of them from Kentucky, that might not be a good idea.
And what about my man? His name just slipped my mind from Louisville,
I don't know.
right? So we could be looking at a good future, but to me, Lions always going to be Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're always going to be in Lions,
Yeah,
man.
nothing new.
So, all right, man, it's time to wrap this bitch up. School, any thank you, shout outs, thank yous, or fuck yous. Fuck
Shit.
yous are also encouraged.
Shout out to God for making this movement keep going, man. Shout out to Jordan, man, my young homie grinding. Other than that, man, shout out to Lacoste for helping me mix down this mixtape. Other than that, y'all go to SirSchooler.com. Go ahead and get you a copy or get you a tee, man. We out here.
Heart, Mind, and Soul, make sure you pick it up, as like you said, at SirSchooler.com and also at my mixtapes on your phone.
We doing it for Michigan. The Wolverines and the Spartans. The Tigers and the Lions.